Today, we travel back to the coronation of 1937, when George VI stepped into destiny beneath the vaulted ceilings of Westminster Abbey. A moment of silence, a crown raised high, and history forever changed. But beyond the sacred ritual lies a glittering world of legendary crowns, breathtaking diamonds, and the most magnificent tiaras in Europe. Which tiaras did queens and princesses choose for that unforgettable day? And which of them still sparkle in royal collections today? Stay with me, and please like and subscribe to the channel for more enchanting royal jewel stories. Imagine the moment when thousands of eyes are fixed inside the magnificent, ancient abbey, and the most sacred moment of the ceremony arrives. The archbishop raises a crown above his head, heavier than most could imagine. This is St. Edward's crown, the principal crown of British monarchs, symbolizing power, tradition, and the enduring hope of the monarchy for over 350 years. This crown was not made for George VI. It carries its own long history. The original medieval crown, worn by St. Edward the Confessor in the 11th century, was destroyed during the English Civil War. But after the restoration of the monarchy in 1661, a new crown was made for Charles II, the very one still used today. It is not just a piece of jewelry. It is a weighty symbol of authority. Nearly 2.2 kilograms of solid gold, set with 444 precious and semi-precious stones, adorned with purple velvet and pure white ermine fur. On 12 May 1937, when George VI ascended the throne after his brother's unexpected abdication, the most important moment of the ceremony came when the archbishop placed this crown upon his head in Westminster Abbey. In that instant, he was not only assuming the title, he was stepping into a 1,000-year tradition, linking the authority of British monarchs to a sacred ritual. At the heart of British coronation tradition lies not just the ceremony itself, but a world of extraordinary jewels, each one a reflection of history, power, and the mystical aura of monarchy. One of the most dazzling symbols of all is the Imperial State Crown, the very crown King George VI wore after his coronation at Westminster Abbey. In its modern form, this crown was crafted especially for George VI in 1937 by the renowned London jewelers Garrett & Co. It weighs over 1 kilogram and is adorned with nearly 3,000 precious stones, diamonds, pearls, sapphires, emeralds, and rubies. At its center shines the legendary Cullinan II diamond, weighing 317 carats, second in grandeur only to its brother, Cullinan I. Flanking it are the Black Prince's ruby and the Stuart sapphire, stones that have witnessed centuries of royal history. Although George VI made this crown famous in the 20th century, the tradition of the Imperial State Crown stretches far further back. Earlier versions were worn by Queen Victoria in 1838, King Edward VII in 1902, and King George V in 1911. After George VI, the crown graced the head of Queen Elizabeth II at her coronation in 1953, and most recently, King Charles III in 2023. Every time it emerges from Westminster Abbey in all its splendor, a dazzling reminder of continuity, heritage, and tradition. Beside King George VI stood Queen Elizabeth his devoted wife and queen consort, a steadfast presence who had supported him through life's most significant moments. For the coronation, a special crown was created to mark her role and to carry forward the traditions of the monarchy. This was the crown of Queen Elizabeth, Queen Consort, crafted in 1937 by the renowned jewelers Gerard & Co. It was unique as the only British crown made entirely of platinum. Light yet lavish, it was adorned with around 2,800 diamonds, among which the legendary Koh-i-Noor, the Mountain of Light, took center stage, one of the world's most famous diamonds, weighing over 105 carats. The crown's design was meticulous. 4 arches could be removed, transforming it into an elegant diadem. At King George VI's coronation, Queen Elizabeth wore it in its full, majestic form, radiating dignity and grace. She continued to wear it at state occasions and the opening of Parliament. Later, during the coronation of her daughter, Queen Elizabeth II, she wore it as a lighter diadem without the arches. Although the Koh-i-Noor was part of this crown, it remained a unique, distinct jewel, separate from other crowns. Today, the crown is preserved among the royal regalia at the Tower of London, a timeless symbol of elegance and continuity. Among the jewels that shone on her that day, this necklace and its matching earrings were the true stars, capturing centuries of royal legacy in every sparkling diamond. Originally crafted for Queen Victoria in the 1850s, these jewels passed through generations of queens. They were worn by Queen Alexandra, then Queen Mary, and finally by Elizabeth herself. Each wearer added her own story, making the pieces living witnesses to history. The necklace, made by the royal jeweler Gerard, features a row of large collet-set diamonds with a central pendant that could be attached or removed depending on the occasion. After the Queen Mother's passing, the necklace and earrings became part of Queen Elizabeth II's collection. Then, in 2023, Queen Camilla chose to wear the historic coronation necklace at her own coronation, continuing the centuries-long legacy of this remarkable piece. However, the original coronation earrings were not worn, as Camilla opted for a different pair of earrings suitable for the occasion. Standing alongside King George VI was another remarkable figure of the royal family, Queen Mary, his mother and widow of King George V, representing the senior generation of the dynasty. Queen Mary wore her own crown, created in 1911 for the coronation of her husband. Unlike Queen Elizabeth's crown, Queen Mary's crown featured a modular design with arches that could be removed, transforming it into a graceful diadem. Crafted from silver and set with Cullinan diamonds, it also contained the legendary Koh-i-Noor until 1937. At her son's coronation, Queen Mary wore it in a restrained form, without the arches, presenting herself with unmatched elegance and dignity. Although both crowns had once included the Koh-i-Noor, they were entirely different pieces. Queen Mary's crown symbolized the senior generation and the continuity of the dynasty, while Queen Elizabeth's crown reflected a new era, the support of the new king, and the role of a queen consort. And the story of these crowns continues today. The crown of Queen Mary, 1911, silver and modular, was chosen by Camilla, Queen Consort, for her coronation in 2023. The Koh-i-Noor was not included, but the historic Cullinan diamonds remained. Seated nearby were the king's daughters, Princess Elizabeth II and Princess Margaret, both wearing delicate coronets specially crafted for the occasion. Among the king's siblings-in-law were Princess Alice, Duchess of Gloucester, the wife of his younger brother, wearing the exquisite honeysuckle tiara, and Princess Marina, Duchess of Kent, wife of another brother, adorned with the Kent fringe tiara and stunning girandole earrings. Among his sisters and first cousins, notable guests included Princess Mary, Countess of Harewood, in the Harewood scroll tiara, Princess Helena Victoria, wearing the honeysuckle tiara, Princess Marie-Louise in an Indian tiara by Cartier, Lady Patricia Ramsay in the Connaught fringe tiara, the Duchess of Fife in the Fife tiara, and Princess Maud, Countess of Southesk, wearing Queen Alexandra's amethyst tiara. Equally striking was Lady Elphinstone, sister of Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother, who shone in the lotus flower tiara, graciously loaned from her sister's personal collection. Today, the lotus flower tiara is most closely associated with Catherine, Princess of Wales, who has chosen it for prestigious state and diplomatic occasions. The coronation at Westminster Abbey was far more than a British event. It was a gathering of Europe's royalty, and every guest sparkled with history and tradition. Among them, Crown Princess Martha of Norway shone in the breathtaking Norwegian emerald Peru, a set of emeralds and diamonds passed down through generations. Today, pieces of this Peru still appear on Queen Sonja of Norway, keeping that royal sparkle alive. From Sweden, Princess Louise dazzled in the Braganza tiara, which is now often worn by Queen Sylvia of Sweden at state occasions. The Dutch royal family brought the Dutch sapphire tiara, and today Queen Maxima of the Netherlands wows audiences at formal banquets with her stunning sapphire jewels. Denmark was represented by Princess Ingrid, who wore the elegant Pearl Poiré Peru, and modern Danish queens, like Queen Mary of Denmark, continue the tradition of pearls at official events. Other European guests sparkled in heirlooms such as the ruby wreath and cameo tiara, each with its own story and centuries of history. Now I'm really curious, which tiara captivated you the most? And if you could imagine yourself at a royal coronation, which tiara would you choose to wear? A sparkling diamond, a dramatic ruby, or something timeless and elegant? Tell me in the comments. I'd truly love to read your answers. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to me. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please do not forget to support my channel by clicking the like and subscribe buttons.